So Russia has made a sensational claim. It is not just backing Imran Khan's Lettergate scandal, but it's also hitting out at the US for trying to oust Imran Khan. This is startling. This is even alarming. Now, the Russians have poured all their love for beleaguered yet the entrenched Imran Khan here, the outgoing Prime Minister of Pakistan. And they're also openly accusing the US right now of being after Imran Khan for his proximity to Russia. That is the big story. And that is something that all of us need to understand. This is a statement, friends, that has been made by the Russian Foreign Ministry that establishes more than what it doesn't say. So it is not Imran Khan versus the opposition here. What is the big picture? The big picture is that Russians, the Chinese in the backdrop, and the US are engaged in this proxy war within Pakistan. That message is loud. It is very, very clear. Now, Imran Khan's repeated statements about foreign powers, about a foreign hand to oust him, about this letter that he showed, the purported letter about this entire thread, the US and the opposition ganging up together, and a big US game to oust him and the entire conspiracy. This is what a lot of us have seen, have heard over television screens over the last few days. But let me take you back to what happened in the month of Feb. Because in February, you have Imran Khan who meets with the Russian President Vladimir Putin at Kremlin in Moscow. The date was the 25th, the very same day when you had the Russian forces launching a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Imran Khan became the second Pakistani Prime Minister to visit Russia in the last 23 years. The last was Nawaz Sharif, and that was way back in 1999. Imran Khan had alleged that a certain foreign power, he said, was upset over this visit to Russia. But it was backing the ally India, which is importing oil from Russia. So he's, given a lot of hints. He's actually spoken about the US against US on a number of occasions. Then there's also the issue of China, which is Pakistan's all-weather ally. And emerging axis that we see of Pakistan, Russia and China here. We saw this even during the withdrawal of America from Afghanistan. It was, clear for everyone. And also clear for the US. The US has been looking at all this. It has always used Pakistan to meet its strategic goals, and when this purpose was served, Imran Khan said once, it abandoned Pakistan and slapped sanctions on the country. While Imran Khan has called China a friend that has stood the test of time. So this really tells you of the relationship between Pakistan and China and Pakistan and the US. Now, at a meeting in Islamabad, the PTI chief had also named the US Assistant Secretary of State. This was, I think, the South and Central Asian Affairs, Donald Lu, as the one who was involved in this alleged foreign conspiracy. And what Imran Khan said, that Lu had warned Pakistan ambassador to the US that there would be implications if the Prime Minister survived this trust vote. The reason why he believes that there has been a direct US hand in this entire episode. Now, slapped with stringent sanctions because of the Ukraine invasion, Russia has also said this entire sequence of events that you see playing out in Pakistan right now leaves no doubt that Washington had decided to punish a disobedient Imran Khan, quote unquote, which also explained why a number of members from Imran Khan's ruling coalition actually decided to switch sides before this no trust vote could take place on Sunday. So what's happened on Tuesday? It's important for you to understand this also here. The military leadership actually did tell a National Security Committee, that is the NSC, that the US had neither threatened nor it was involved in any kind of conspiracy to seek the ouster of the PTI government that is led by Imran Khan. And Pakistan's Supreme Court has adjourned this entire matter till Wednesday. So Wednesday is where the hearing will resume. Will there be an order or no? We do not know yet. But again, as I said, every bit of information that's coming out from Pakistan today is extremely important. We've also heard from the Election Commission that now says that they're ready to hold the general elections if required. Earlier, remember, there were reports saying that they possibly had said that you can't have an election till at least 6 months, but they've refuted that report. The court has said earlier that it won't indulge in the matter of state policy or foreign policy in making any decision. The court has also here said that their concern is largely the legality of the ruling of the speaker. So what could this mean? What could the scenarios really turn out in case there is any order from the Supreme Court? Now, the court could order that the parliament be reconstituted. It could call for a new election, or it could even bar Imran Khan from standing again if he is found to have acted unconstitutionally. But, I'm just telling you a scenario. The other scenario here could be that the court could also decide that it cannot intervene in parliamentary affairs. So, it all depends on what the Supreme Court says now. But what happens to Imran Khan? Will he survive this chaos? Will the US let him return? With the Russians and the Chinese wanting him back, what will the US do? What can the US do here? What about the army here? Because has this crisis been engineered by the army here to essentially create a kind of a political vacuum, see the two sides fighting and use that as an alibi to rule Pakistan, something that they've done by proxy. Now, nobody knows what will happen, but one thing is certain here, that times ahead are very, very unstable. There is a new dynamic emerging. There are obviously new power equations here. The reason why India will also have to watch out and calibrate accordingly. So we here at The News You Don't Get will keep you on top of this story, help you understand the nuances in a very simple language so that you're able to get the big picture. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel on YouTube, it's a request. Please go ahead and subscribe to The News That You Don't Get. Also, do take a moment to like this video, to share this with more of your friends, and in the comment section below, do let me think, what is your understanding of what's happening in Pakistan? Who really is the joker here? Who's controlling the strings? And any thoughts, any comments, any suggestions, I would love to hear from all of you. For the moment, thank you.